That is what he was doing.
Oh, wow. That's awoken something in me that I didn't need to know about.
Hey, welcome to Wrestling Mayhem Show, where we're all just rediscovering ourselves, just like the rest of the internet.
Sexual awakening.
Yes. Are you ready for Mayhem After Dark?
Oh my God.
No, we really should have one though after this.
Oh, we
Absolutely not.
I think it basically is already.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Well, in that case, hey everybody.
Hey everybody. I got something to say. Oh, we really did we really name last night's show Zelina's Thirst Trap?
Yes, we did.
Oh boy.
I didn't watch Raw.
It was
okay.
fine.
Zelina's Thirst Trap is just the name of her new stable.
I mean, let's be honest, WWE's essential now. After Linda gave the government $18.5 million.
We'll bring that up tonight somehow. I don't know.
Boy, I may stay out of that conversation.
Hey, Mike, guess what? Yeah,
I won't say it again, Mike. No, I won't say it again.
I mean, we have to address, but we don't need to address.
Yeah. But
I don't want to address the $18.5 million in the room.
No. Oh, it's definitely not at this studio.
There goes my hope for a raise.
We're looking for $18.
Sorry, Mike. I'm not going to cost you a raise.
I think someone already
You
did.
know what?
Someone was Florida.
Thanks, Florida.
Yeah, pricks.
By the way, Sorg, I have a Lego update.
Oh, wait, no, it's Monday. It's not Monday. Everybody's confused on their days.
I still have a Lego update, Sorg.
He has a case of the Monday.
I was up until 4. Let me do this.
Why are you talking that way?
No, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know what day it is. I assume it's Tuesday, given the fact that there's more than one person in my screen.
It's Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Yes, unfortunately.
I don't know what day it is. I was logging WrestleMania today, so for me, it's either last Saturday or Sunday. I haven't had my birthday yet. I don't know what's going on.
Are you guys aware of my? I'm doing Halloween in May.
I saw that.
Okay.
And we're having either the 30th or 31st. We're gonna have a Halloween party on Zoom.
Excellent.
So yes, everybody's invited.
Oh, I can test out.
Yo, Condado's Tacos is fucking delivering on Uber Eats. Oh man.
Where's that at?
That just got better. My date night just got better. Sorry.
Do they deliver alcohol?
No, but they do in
needs
fucking Ohio. I never thought a fucking universe would exist where I wish I lived in fucking Ohio.
I mean, we could just drive to Ohio to get boots.
Ronnie, I don't know if this applies. Ronnie, I don't know if this applies to you, but I know it applies to probably Badger based on location. But Zing Basket will bring you beer.
I don't know what the fuck a Zing Basket is. But okay.
It's a online only grocery store, and you can get delivery in like 20 minutes. They say, and they will bring you beer.
We also deliver.
I'm sorry?
Our store also delivers.
Oh, good.
Not for me,
The grocery store near me has a wine and beer selection, and I almost was like weeping when I found like the giant bottles of Barefoot.
That's the one down the hill.
Home with me.
That's the one down the hill that just remodeled, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! I walked in there and I was like, "What is this beautiful store? What is this?"
This is what I remember. Yeah. There you go.
So yeah, it was nice.
Oh, what happened here? There we go.
Trying to think of what I want for takeout food tomorrow.
Place on Broadway.
Welcome to Today in Takeout Food.
Well, I don't know, maybe Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow.
It is like a menagerie, isn't it? It's just like, I was like, oh, cooking more. Nah.
Well, I'm off tomorrow. Like, I want to eat something I want to eat instead of like eating the same fucking shit I eat every day. Mm-hmm. So like,
you gotta
make something good.
You gotta mix it up somehow. What is up? More like Boar. I think this might be, I don't know if you're a real account or not. Oh wait, no, they did a thing. Okay, what's up on Twitch? What is up? What is up, Tina Bradley? What is it? Matt is out there. Matt, I think you have a links are in the Slack if you want to join in. What's up, Renee? What is Podner? If I didn't already say that, I know I said Tina.
Tina from California.
Not from California.
No, that's Norther. That's somebody else.
Seattle.
That's the Alexes.
Oh,
both the Alexes
who the hell
are in
lives
California.
Oh,
Anybody named Alex, apparently, that's in our chat room.
Why do I always think Tina was from California?
Because you haven't listened to us whenever we talk
Because
about
I say
No,
everything
makes
kind of together, and they probably all mush together. So
No, Mike was more accurate. I don't listen.
Yeah. I knew that was the reason.
all right, she's got a hot night at Safeway ahead of her.
Hot.
That's a weird combination of words I just uttered.
Mayhem show after dark, baby.
Oh my god.
It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. I have no idea. Hey, guess what? I don't have a plan, guys.
I'm gonna play Goodnight Horses.
Where's producer Missy?
She's on the phone. No, she's gone. Wait, where are you?
Oh my god. You're so lost.
What is?
Yeah, I'm totally gonna play Goodbye Horses, and I'm gonna be like, "Do you want to fuck me? Unfuck me. Unfuck me."
See, what
Man,
none of us did know.
I can't believe it's somehow want more social distancing during social distancing.
Ronnie has been a tuck ever since we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Look at the time. Gotta go.
Hit the old dusty trail.
Gotta go take that 7th nap. I don't want to be late for that again.
Shut up.
You kids are fun.
I'm gonna go play Animal Crossing again. Gotta chop some trees.
Fuck you all and your elitist Animal Crossing.
Elitist
bullshit.
Animal Crossing.
I'm so over you motherfuckers with this Farmville 2020. I know the fucking trick.
First of all, I
Nintendo's
played
tricking
Animal
everybody
Crossing
into
for
spending
2 hours.
$500.
Badger, it's either that or I drink every time I play every time I'm playing Animal Crossing. I'd rather not have that.
So now you're a drunk elitist. Okay, so
no, I'm saying it's either drink or play video games.
I'm trying to figure out where elitism came into Animal Crossing.
Apparently, it's a thing though.
Sorg, have you ever met Tom Nook?
Oh, that's right. That's right. You mean? Oh, that's right. This is the indentured servitude game. That's right.
First of all, Tom Nook is a fucking junkie or something, man. He's high as shit.
I need 98,000 bells, brother.
Oh, damn it.
Pay me in miles, bitch.
What did we? Hold on. Yeah. I gotta keep track of what the hell we just talked about. Let's see.
I don't know.
Honestly,
we haven't even. The best thing is we have not even started.
We talked about After Dark.
It's fun like that. Yeah.
Animal Crossing, elitism. What do we do in the middle there? Something about wine, I think.
I don't know. Honestly.
Oh yeah, I successfully scoped out like all the places still selling some form of alcohol.
All right, I have not picked up alcohol in a month, and I'm trying not to because, I'd have Mike's non-Animal Crossing problem. I feel it's one of those like. It's that like I'm very specific with I'm having a bad time. I should not have alcohol in the house, and this feels like it's one of those. Yeah.
You know what, Sorg? It's your duty as a responsible citizen right now to stay home and stay under some sort of influence to just get through this shit. Okay? I never thought in my lifetime that I would be commended as a citizen to stay home and smoke weed and drink at 4 p.m, and it's like, thank you. I'm patriotic as fuck right now.
Hashtag Badger life.
I'm super jealous.
Hashtag Badger before dark.
Hashtag mid-afternoon Badger.
Okay, we gotta get to the show because all the good shit's happening right now, and going to gold. So. Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
Let's start the show and see where things go. It's one of those nights. Welcome to the next several months of this show.
That's good shit, pal.
Oh.
I'm buying that fucking puppet. I swear to God.
It's great.
Hey, you know what'd be great? If I hit record on the show.
I'm gonna buy that whole pack of all 3 puppets, and we can just have puppet battles on the show.
Here, I'll pretend I'm producer Missy. Let's start the show, Sora.
She's given up on this show months ago. Come on.
Just be careful that roleplay doesn't translate further.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Not an avenue that we needed.
Okay. That happened.
That happened. Yeah. Thanks for making it fucking weird.
Isn't that my wait, Sorg? That's my role on the show, right?
I believe so. Yes.
I respect it.
That's your
I
role
respect
play.
Making it weird for 13 years.
I respect it.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I thought I was just...
That would absolutely be your gimmick shirt.
What did I say last week? Talking, providing a place to say weird shit on a podcast for 15 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
There was something that hit pretty like what the fuck territory last week. Anyways,
I don't remember what I did yesterday, let alone what I said last week. Like,
Anywho,
I'm sure I said something ignorant as fuck.
I
last
just
week.
know if I feel like I've been at a wrestling show or on a plane going somewhere, it's been a dream and solely a dream lately. Welcome to the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 710. Tuesdays we've been talking about professionalized wrestling, and for at least 7 and 5 of those Tuesdays, there was live audience-attended wrestling for us to talk about, and things have changed, and we're adapting. I'm Mike Sorg, at Sorgatron on the Twitter. I may have already said that. It's a little weird right now. I'm alone in the studio. Even producer Missy has gone somewhere else. We don't know. We haven't found her yet. We'll try to after the show, maybe on the break. Who knows? But in the meantime, online with me, from his beacon bunker in New York is Mad Mike.
Hi, Sorg.
Hi.
Sorg, it's Tuesday, right?
I think so. I hope I introduced the right show because I exited the wrong show on Awesome Cast earlier today. So, so I don't know what's entirely next.
I don't know what's going on. I know sleep just doesn't exist anymore.
No, not in the way that we remember for sure.
And I barely slept before all this shit.
Yeah.
And Sorg, brief Lego update. Central Perk is complete.
Look at that.
Dude, that's cool as shit.
Look at that. Is Rachel Drax in there still?
No, no, that'll be a separate Lego update where I go wild with the hair of Lego Jennifer Aniston and put it on everyone.
We touched base on that, and we also touched base on Matt Carlin's apparently fevered Lego addiction that has developed over the last half week. So
it actually happens a lot quicker than you think it would.
I was worried about him. He was like visibly sweating over the internet. He does not have that good of a webcam that I should notice that.
No, and he also
I
has...
need to know what his specs are.
Exactly.
I got bills to pay.
Badger is back with us from the Badger compound as well. How you doing tonight?
Hello. I'm social distancing. I'm so proud of you, Sorg.
Listen, I had one last hurrah before the hammer came down, and you never let me live it down. We were responsible. How Badger has become like Mother Badger to us lately, and she's worried about us. She's concerned. She's making sure we're all right.
It's adorable that y'all think it's about you. Like, I am getting drunk this summer, okay?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
I'm
I hear
single.
you on that.
I'm like, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. And Halloween is a Saturday this year, and there's a full moon. So stay the fuck in your house so that I can leave my house and enjoy summer and fall.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Sorg, I need to have my bachelor party.
Yes.
Also,
Sorg, I need to have my bachelor party.
Yes.
That needs to happen this summer.
Yes.
Because I'm actually having two.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I have a lot of female friends, and I've been told they are not allowed to come to one of them.
Okay. So you're going to both strip joints. That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
How well-rounded of you. I appreciate that.
Sorg, I'm an equal opportunity offender.
It's 2020. It's fine. We can tell by this show.
Jesus.
Gender is fluid.
Yes, especially on Twitter lately. But anyways, Ronnie Starks is with us as well.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the essential worker that hates your fucking guts. I am the current reigning and quite honestly not defending Triple Crown champion. What other dumb fucking shit can I say? Oh, I got a fucking penguin that Badger named.
Wait, what did we name him?
Yeah, Paco. This is Paco, guys.
Paco Penguin.
Paco the Penguin. And for the love of God, everybody out there, you're all batshit fucking crazy.
Ronnie, I don't know a regular day or your last day at your job. I just want video of you wearing that belt around at work.
Ronnie, if you're gonna do the Darkwing Duck intro, you have to complete it and say you're Starkwing Duck.
Starkwing Duck.
There we go.
Let's get dangerous.
Oh, quick! Who would be your launch pad?
You.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Very quick on the draw on that. So
ASW.
this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thank you, everybody, joining us here out in the chat room world from across the country. All doing your part and staying inside on Tuesday nights. Hey, welcome to the Wrestling Mayhem Show, staying in on Tuesdays for 15 years. Please go check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, including the Monday Mayhem Wrestling Wrap-Up, where we did dive a little deeper into the LEGO updates and started worrying about people. And also, you can drop us a line at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. 412-206-WMS0 is the hotline that you can call anytime. Listen, put that in your phone. And I want you to put that in your phone. That's 412-206-9670. Do it right now. Hold on. I'm doing it a bit. We roll it back, and then I want you to label that call when bored.
No, sword.
And drunk.
This is what you label it. You take every single ex-significant other you still have in your phone, you dirty fucking assholes.
What is happening?
Whoa.
Replace it with our number.
Oh.
So that when you're quarantined and wine drunk and you want to call your ex, we are actually saving you.
Are you talking to Badger right now?
I'm talking to everybody.
He's literally pointing at you through the camera.
I'm pointing at my own camera. I'm not.
Are you talking about yourself? Are you talking about Roddy? Are you talking about Badger? I'm just throwing it around.
I don't appreciate you talking to my
Hold on a second. Let me just switch this up on visuals to help you out right now. Okay, Mike, just do that again.
Which way?
The way you did before. Roddy,
you fuckers.
Other way, Ronnie.
You fuckers.
Up.
You fuckers.
There you go.
No, I'm not gonna point down at my own dick. But any ex-significant other you have in your phone, just replace it with our number. That way, we will save you from a bad time in this quarantine age.
Oh boy.
You're
boy.
A real today.
I cannot wait to see the divorce increase rate after this.
Wait till they get to an office and they can file them, right? Anyways, you can also save your marriage and stick with us on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook page and group, and join us here every Tuesday alone or with your spouse, whatever works out better. Every Tuesday on Facebook Live, Wrestling Mayhem Show. We're also on, and we have the chat rooms up for our friends on Periscope, on Twitch as well. So if you have anything to say over there,
on Pornhub, we are everywhere.
Well, we're working on that. No, not all of us are on Pornhub yet.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I mean, if a couple.
Hey, look, Mom made it. Everything's coming up daisies. Whatever the fuck that song says.
Everybody, yeah. A lot of people are making jumps lately. Anyways,
I saw a fake Pornhub link with Triple H sitting in the corner waiting for the Gargano Ciampa match to start, and it said, "Daddy staring on while two strong burly men vie for his affection." I'm like, that's fucking genius.
Hold on, I want to hold that. Put a pin in that for a second. Hey, Patreon, I want to give you a shout out. Fans of the show, our friends Bo Diggity, Woo! Ed Burke, Bobby F. Town, and Team Hammer Fist. Our friends at the Poppy Club, Bradley, Dave Podner, Daniel Towery, and Tina Keys. At the Pizza Club level, Doc Remedy and Kyle Turner. At the manager level, our friends OccupyProWrestling.com, Farnsworth Investments, and Mad Mike is still there because he forgot to unsubscribe.
Yep.
So,
not that I don't support you, Sorg, but the month rolled over.
Hey, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Especially in these times. The business is not what it usually is. Podcasting will carry me through, apparently. So,
Sorg, apparently, I'm essential.
Yes, patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So let's talk about the Daddy's Approval match from last Wednesday. I actually just watched it here this afternoon. Mike.
Yeah.
Just whatever thread you were pulling on here, just go back to it, please, because I'm still processing this.
It was wild.
It was.
It was an hour.
So okay, now I will not, because of the situation now, and I just do not have the energy for it. I will not watch NXT on Wednesday nights. I can't go through another show with the same coronavirus Burger King commercial every 10 minutes. So
Burger King cares about you.
I know. Damn it. But
yeah, but I don't care about
Burger King wants you to know they have delicious cheap nuggets.
Hashtag Essential Whoppers. Anyways,
Essential Whoppers.
Oh man,
that is a different layer of my Patreon.
Yes. We're learning a lot tonight. But anyways, so I watched it, and it was still like 45 minutes on my end on the network
commercials,
version. Yeah, it was also fantastically fade out and right back in. So I loved this. It was cinematic-ish, but not the full-on Boneyard match.
No.
That's a weird sentence.
It was halfway between the Edge and Randy Orton match and the Boneyard match.
It absolutely was. It was a different flavor for what's going on with them. They were, I presume, in another room of the Performance Center, perhaps, or the same.
The Performance Center only has one room.
I think there's a little more going on there. I mean, like, there's a big garage.
I think they might have actually been in Full Sail.
Dare we say...
like not dressed up Full Sail.
There was maybe, but I don't think so. But the layout kind of lost me a little bit there. Plus, they had a Performance Center truck there. So, anyways, sorry, Ronnie, you were trying to say?
Dare we say the match was half cocked?
Half cocked?
Because Boneyard match half cocked? No.
And it did end with a low blow.
It did.
I'm
quite a few low blows.
I'm starting the countdown until Badger just gives up on this.
Oh man, look at the time. I gotta go do that thing. But I gotta go, guys. Sorry, I'm super busy.
You're not going anywhere. It's quarantine time.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh man, I really gotta, check on those snackies. I'm gonna go check on the snackies and get working on that nap.
What's that, Mom? I'm coming. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going downstairs.
Guys, I'm in a tunnel. Hold on, I'm losing. Guys.
I'm taking the elevator. I'll be right
guys,
back.
I'm about to go into the...
I love that. I love she's wearing AirPods. So in order to mute, she covers her ears, and we don't hear her. Like, it's weird how that works now.
Oh wait, did that work?
It did something. So whatever you were doing, it was working. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can I do this?
It's different. It's
it's
not great. Actually, we can hear ourselves. It's not good. We're echoing. Don't do that anymore.
It's like you're there, but you're not there.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
We're learning things.
like me in wrestling.
Oh, come on. Anyways, if nothing else, I am enjoying the Lucha Undergroundness of these matches, and unfortunately,
I was gonna say it's gone now. We ain't gonna see this shit anymore.
No,
now we're back to live programming, brother.
Yes, and a live program with no audience to feed off of, and it still felt like we ran late on Monday.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Like I cannot express as a performer how much anxiety I get for them working in that, like, it gives me so much anxiety, because I mean you literally feed. It's like improv. It would be like trying to do improv in an empty. You know what I mean?
It's like hey,
improv
give me a suggestion from the audience.
Yeah, literally.
I heard crippling silence. All right, let's do it.
But I do also, on the same end, I'm like, man, this is why they are like the elite performers, because like they are still bringing it to the level that they are. Because I would be like, fire me right now. Like I'm done. I'm out. You ain't getting. Nope. It's over. You know what? I'll pack up. Yeah, y'all can keep The t-shirts, I'm going. I can't.
It at least feels like Raw felt like Raw, for better or for worse. Raw felt like Raw last night. There were more matches. We're not getting these kind of.
Raw felt like the B show of Raw.
It did, but
let's be realistic. There were not a lot of main eventers on that show.
No, but it is a lot of
and it makes Drew kind of feel lesser than like a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, because like he's interacting with Andrade, who hasn't been around for basically a month and a half, even though they've said that he's been defending the title. And I'm like, the last title defense you had was in February, motherfucker.
Yeah. And there were and house shows went away mid-March. So where have you what have you been doing? So like what is he just defending it in like the Performance Center next like
I mean, maybe
nothing tracks on this.
Charlotte. He might be defending against Charlotte, but I can't imagine she put him over.
Yeah, she didn't put anybody over, man.
Yeah, she wants that next level of CCs in her.
Yeah.
That's part of her contract. Don't you guys know that? Every time Charlotte wins, she gets another like certain amount of CCs in her boobs, like right after. Like they're waiting for her, like right after, like good job. And they just inflate a little bit more.
Good job. Time to get bigger.
It's time for the WrestleMania upgrade, I guess.
I'm going to be terrified when she breaks her dad's record.
Jesus.
It'll happen the next year.
Well, oh boy. What is she up to now? 11, 12?
13.
I guess if you count the NXT title, that would be 11.
I think we are now. Yeah.
Dang, really? That's insane.
Well, see,
I mean, not saying she's not like a good performer, but like that's a lot.
It's a lot. Title reigns, like
it feels very Attitude Era title swapping a little bit, doesn't it?
There were some reigns
that
only lasted. There were some reigns that only lasted like a couple weeks. So you know, like when her and Sasha were switching it back and forth.
Yeah,
like,
Sasha got it for like 2 weeks max during those, and that accounts for like 3 reigns probably for Charlotte. So,
I like Sasha to get a real reign at the title.
I know, right? I wish Sasha could get a Becky Lynch level, or at least half of Becky Lynch. That's our new length now, isn't it? Can I get a Becky Lynch on this?
Just wait till Shelter Slam.
Shelter Slam?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what the show's going to be called in August.
Can we at least open up the roof or something to?
Yeah, get some airflow in that building.
Like, they're gonna have barbecue.
You can't get airflow because
I mean, let's be honest.
No, fresh air is fine, Mike. It's okay.
Not in Florida.
Not in Florida, really?
Do you want to get what they have?
Oh, just Florida problems. I got you.
No, it's bad down there, bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could be in trouble just breathing in the normal Florida air, let alone now the Corona air.
First of all, when Disney and Universal shut doors down and they have no idea when they're opening back up, yeah, that's when you know you got a fucking problem.
Yeah, but they're not even jumping in. Well, let's talk about that in a moment. But in the meantime, I want to talk about, hey, it's a good time to catch up. Hey, there, maybe a good time to catch some new stuff over at IndyWrestling.us, IndyWrestling.network. A lot of good stuff. We actually taking the time. We're putting some projects out that have been on the drawing board for a while. Including some Prospect Pro Wrestling featuring Mambo Italiano, the tour of Italy, involving both pasta death matches. It's all the pasta. It's all the food-related wrestling. Actually, I think even the last one had pies and sandwiches and stuff for some reason with Xander Gabriel. So there's a lot of food at Prospect Pro Wrestling. That's a hungry crowd. And hungry wrestlers. But anyways, and also just dropped Made in the 216 Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Shane Taylor, some of his matches from around the Pittsburgh area, including our friends at RWA. And a lot more coming. Rise of the Nerd featuring Lewis the Nerd. Great conversation there. Part 2 will be dropping very soon. As well as new episodes of I'm sorry, Ronnie, that we're boring you with Lewis the Nerd right now.
I love Lewis the Nerd, and second of all, I'm sorry, I'm just really fucking tired.
It's okay. That time of the day, you didn't get your nap. You didn't get your stay-at-home nap today.
Stay-at-home bastards.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here all the time, so
Oh, you're
Yeah.
working. It's fine.
Yeah,
And
wow.
let's just catalog it away. So it's
Essential podcasting, essential wrestling, whatever the case may be. And keep an eye out there. We also have a great page over there. If you want to see if you're doing well in these times and want to help spread the love around, we do have a list of our friends of the Indy Wrestling over on IndyWrestling.us, a COVID-19 support page. You can see at the upper right if you're on your desktop. It should also be listed there on your mobile device too. And there's links to Patreon pages and Pro Wrestling Tees and however else you can help support some of the wrestlers that we follow on Indie Wrestling have been on the show as well. So please go do that if you can and help support everybody as they're processing through all this. So go check it all out, IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network. Thank you, everybody who is subscribing and picking stuff up. And there will be some new opportunities soon, probably within the next week, to help support your favorite wrestler, too, that we have in the works. And a new place to see indie wrestling, I believe, as of this week is going to happen. I'm making sure we're on the schedule, and there should be an announcement very, very soon. Okay, speaking of which, yes, wrestling is essential in Florida. Is that a judgment on wrestling or a judgment on Florida? I'm not entirely sure.
I don't even think you can qualify it as wrestling as being essential. Only one company
Oh,
yeah, just the Fed.
has been deemed essential.
sports entertainment is essential in Florida. We talked about this briefly last night on the Monday Mayhem wrap up. It came out from the mayor. It came out from the governor. Was it directly? No, it was directly from the mayor. Correct.
No,
there was a governor letter. Okay. I think there was also a mayor memo, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, WWE has been labeled as under a clause for media that deems it as essential and can proceed. Well, bless you. So.
Oh, that wasn't a sneeze. That was me scoffing. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
Then bless your heart.
Well,
Badger.
yes, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
This is I talked about this last night. I am conflicted on this in general, but
What the fuckity fuck?
Jesus, Ronnie, hit the mute at least.
Sorry, guys.
Coffee. Come on, buddy.
I'm good. I'm here.
Pull it together.
I'm good.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird. At least they're not like making everybody come in. I'm sure there might be some pressure, and as Mike, I think we said last night that it's been the WWE Orlando local editions of every show.
Like, for the most part, but there are people that are flying in from other places. Like, I think No Way Jose posted a thing of him flying in from California.
To do what? I saw he flew in for that, but what did he do?
Exactly, Sorg. Like,
Paid for that shit.
I mean,
Pat McMahon.
but I mean, like, Rey Mysterio came in from California or Texas or wherever he's living right now to do a backstage segment for half a minute.
Oh wow! Like, and I feel like that's something.
Like, this shit is not essential. It's not. I love wrestling. It's not fucking essential.
So people are getting on a plane, coming out there, and doing that. Hey, good news! Flights are cheap right now. But still, like, you're still exposing just from doing that. It seems. How do you have Jerry Lawler at his age doing this right now? JR isn't doing it.
Sorg, to be fair, I was asking that question 6 months ago.
Well, yes, but let's update our reasons.
No. Same reason. He's still old.
You're not wrong. Okay, I got you there.
He's still old. He's still racing.
Mm-hmm.
He's old. He's so old.
Potter puts out a good point, and let's just let our minds wander for a minute here. Not conflicted here. They could isolate everyone for 2 weeks, then tape, and then isolate for 2 more weeks. So
But
does
they're
that
not-
mean?
That's not how this works.
So
That's
like
not how any of this
the
works.
idea that there's a WWE commune of wrestlers that are just together in isolation.
Now, see, if they're all in one house in Florida, if they were all living in one house, or if WWE bought a hotel and it was all the production crew, all the wrestlers, if that was the case, and they're all commuting in a single bus to the arena to film.
Ronnie,
Ronnie,
Ronnie, mute button.
Well, I'm good.
No,
you're
not.
not.
No,
I
you're
didn't
not.
yawn.
You were bumping into your microphone, and I hope it wasn't your dick.
It sounded like you were blowing your nose.
Sorry,
But,
I'm
all
good.
right. Okay, but if they bought a hotel
Yes.
and they put everyone that was going to be working for the next month in that hotel and bus them there in the same bus, and they're essentially just commuting to work, like just going to and from that place, that's the only way this would be okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And even
It's
then,
still not okay.
even then, it ain't okay. But that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Matt brought up a good point last night about how, hey, why? And and this is my conflict. It was like, what makes these guys special when TV production is down, like interacting TV production is down. No movies are being made right now in most of the planet.
but
and
you know what?
sports is down, and it's they don't have a player union. They don't have any union, and both of those do.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna fly in Becky Lynch
Mm-hmm.
and Charlotte to just come in and cut a 5-minute promo in the ring,
Yeah.
have them do it from home.
Yeah, why can't we localize that?
Have them do it from fucking home.
Mhm.
Everyone is doing it right now, and it might be more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It might be more interesting to do it that way.
I wonder. So part of this is, and it seems like this was a move. We talked about a year ago, the ginormous deals that they've dropped for Fox and USA programming in the last several years.
Yep.
Just insane numbers for programming. It seems that they have only so many quote pre-taped dates that they're allowed to do, probably reserved for your foreign tours and Christmas episodes and things like that, right? Or
the foreign tours, I don't even think they count because those are just live to tape.
Okay.
Because those are just like essentially tape delay shows.
And it's so now they're returning to, we're going to do live because we have to do live, and it's just so it's conflicted, and that's the problem. Like that AEW, it's I've gone through.
It's gonna take.
Go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You've gone through.
No, your idea is probably better.
No. It's more like it's really unfortunate that it's going to take someone being in the ICU or someone passing away because I was exposed, and it's one of those things where I don't think that either they do and it's just being completely disregarded, because I'm sure there's a board of people somewhere being like, we cannot keep exposing people. Like there's someone like ready to quit their job right now. I'm sure there is, but it's going to take something as in a confirmed case, and it's like you said, where they're flying somebody in from all the way from like California, and then the numbers in California spike, and it's directly related to them being exposed, and it just is going to be one of those things where I don't think it's being considered how people are going to view it in the aftermath of this. Like when we come to the next level, whatever life after coronavirus looks like, it's going to be like, remember the companies that like laid off all their people and didn't take care of their employees? Like they're going to suffer far longer than the people who were like, we're in a pandemic. We're in a situation that we've never seen before. And those things are going to be remembered, or like, hey, how come we don't see Roman Reigns anymore? Oh, I don't know, because Pat McMahon decided that he had to wrestle, and now he's unfortunately passed away. Not that I want any of that to happen.
Yeah.
And
you're talking extreme case, obviously.
That is an extreme case, but unfortunately, I think that's where we're at. I think with a company like that, with the mindset that they have, the fact that they had the balls to put that WrestleMania's biggest fan, that Redbubble looking T-shirt, and sell it for $20, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm done. I cannot.
It feels like merchandising department has this are just like, welp, here we go. This is what we can do right now.
But that's how it should be viewed. Is this is just another company, and this is how much they value their employees versus, like if you think there wasn't a couple Pat McMahon bucks passed for to be like, oh yeah, wrestling is essential, wink. If you think that didn't happen, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, $18.5 million.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, other than the politics of it, it does seem kind of weird and conflicted, and it's hard. It's. I'd rather there be like what we're doing everywhere else, where we're repurposing WWE Network content for FS1 and ESPN with WrestleMania. Because they need something.
Not hard.
No,
it's not hard to come up with material.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're getting a Triple H retrospective, aren't we?
That's a whole separate issue.
Is it?
But that's the point. That is a good point. It's like it's not like they don't have the production value or the means to be creative with this. It's not like they can't send these people, a setup where like, okay, here's your backdrop, here's how to set it up, and here's your ring light. I mean, it's very. I saw a roadie run in 3 seconds and find a fucking water cooler because Jeff Jarrett said the wall over here during this promo is too empty, and this kid like huffing and puffing, and I don't mean like a little water cooler. I'm
really
like
that
big thing,
Brian James.
that big thing that with and it's like boom there, and they were like, okay, thank you. 3 seconds. It was Willy Wonka shit I've never seen in my life. I'm like, oh.
I really want to assume that's the actual road dog that was helping Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't sure if you were talking about something you've seen in indie wrestling or at a Jeff Jarrett promotion, or if that was legitimately a bit when Jeff Jarrett was performing and Rhodey was called the Rhodey. I wasn't sure, and I don't want clarification either. Because I'm choosing to believe it's a mixture.
Well, we should point out, Badger, while Mike, you do have a future endeavor letter from the WWE, I believe Badger is the only voice on this show that we've heard on a WWE program. So.
Excellent.
But
if I wouldn't have been scared shitless, you might have seen me. But they were like, stand here and then walk here. And I was like, yes, I will do that. I will do this thing. And then I will do this other thing.
And
then
still,
I will leave.
You got a speaking line, and I think that's important.
Oh my God, that was the most terrifying. Oh my God. That literally, I was like, I'm a poop. I'm a poop on live TV because I don't know if I can handle this.
Wait, that wasn't a pre-tape?
No. Listen,
no.
We're gonna. All right. We're gonna. First of all, finish that conversation because I gotta go pick my food up off the porch, and then we're gonna talk about where my Uber Eats is here. So I'm gonna go get my food.
Be sure to wipe it down.
But be sure to finish our first conversation, and then I will tell the story of how I was supposed to do a pre-tape promo, and then they went, somebody fucked up and ran too late. Now it's live, and I was
so wait, you actually got fuck it, pal, we're doing it live.
It was no, seriously. Finish the topic, and then we'll do story time.
Okay.
Yes, before an animal runs off with her tacos. But
I will fight that fucking animal.
You don't know who you're messing with. Rob is in the chat room. He says, if you were hold on, let me get the rest of this open here. If you were to change it to someone else, though, like if the show had guys playing video games or whatever, at what point does the network or the sponsors go, what the fuck is this? This isn't what we're paying for. But also, like, there's got to be some kind of, just like we're seeing, her thing's open. She's still wearing her headphones.
Right here.
It's okay. I'm riding the mute and carrying on. But I mean, just like with everything else, what do you think happened when they canceled everything for the NBA Finals? Right? Pepsi's pissed, I'm sure, but there's got to be some kind of act of God clauses or something in there for that. So, Anyways, we're managing the new setup here and Uber Eats apparently at the same time. And then Mike, you've been talking about that for a while. Like, why don't they just take over up, down, down to be video games? There are a lot of options, and they're applying those in some places already, but still dedicated to this.
Like SNL had a whole live show. Like it wasn't live, but SNL did a whole show. They did Weekend Update. They did bits. They did segments. You can do this. It's not that fucking hard. You just have to think 3 feet in front of your ass for a minute or two. Because all right, did we need 3 qualifying matches to tell us that Nia Jax, Asuka, and Shayna Baszler are going to be in the Money in the Bank match? No. No, we fucking didn't. Because if you look on Raw, who the fuck else is there?
Nobody. I really want Paul Heyman to do one of his old. Remember when they were getting thrown off of TNN? When Raw was going over? I want Paul Heyman to come on and be like, "I dare you to throw us off the fucking network." And just like do all that shit, like essential my ass. I dare you to throw us off.
What are you gonna do? Play silk stockings again?
What are you gonna do? Show 3 hours of Modern Family every Monday? No, you're not.
It's like we're essential, motherfuckers.
Olivia Benson can get you so many ratings.
But that's the thing though, and that's where it's not just what happens to the sponsors. It's like everybody from the top to the bottom, and everyone needs to be like, we are in a crisis situation. Not to sound like dramatic or to feed on the fear, but we're in a crisis situation. And everybody has to adjust. So yeah, the sponsor. And here's the thing: these multi-billion companies, they plan for this. Okay, it's no different how you get renter's insurance when you're like, this is a little bit of a shady rundown place with, little concerning electrical. Maybe it's worth the $45 every 6 months. So when this place burns down, I'm not in trouble. They have so many levels of that protection that it's unreal. Like for my shoot job, I'm very fortunate. I will say that I've been, while my hours have been reduced, I'm still getting paid to be home. And they just released an email today that they're everywhere from the president of the company to like all the execs are taking huge cuts. I'm talking anywhere from 50% to 10%, depending on where they fall on that executive ladder, to make sure that while they already have like everything in place, to make sure that we can still get paid while we're home. Nobody's losing their insurance. They actually extended our insurance to part-time people, which never happens. Like part-time employees are getting benefits for the first time right now, just so they can take care of their families. So it's things like that. If one of these multi-billion companies can do that, like that's where I'm coming back to, like, fuck the sponsors. I mean, seriously, like this is people's safety. It's not everybody has to adjust.
We weren't gonna buy a Hyundai from you anyway, WWE.
Suck it, WWE.
Jeez. Oh boy.
I don't want a Papa John's Papadillo. I don't. I really don't. I'm sorry. Any pizza that's served with a pepper, it's not real pizza.
But these are the things that I think, like I said, I hope that some of these companies realize that there is going to be a life after COVID-19. And a lot of consumers, especially people like us who like we have to like, we are very selective about where our money goes, because I don't even think any of us are in the 1% right now. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm going to remember what companies like didn't take care of their employees. And like Sephora, it's going to be hard. Sephora's never getting my money again, ever. It's going to be really, really difficult, but they're never getting my money again.
Yes, I heard about that 3-minute phone call.
Yeah, via phone call.
Like out the entire workforce.
Wait, what happened?
Sephora fired all of their essentially part-time like 3 point something. I think it was like 3 million people across
like that. Like basically anyone who wasn't like managers and stuff like that. Yeah, they all got canned over a 3-minute phone call.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I think you're already
This
seeing
was
that. 'Cause
essentially a recording.
the other relatively wrestling related thing is the XFL went under again. And I would
That's
not
a
take
shame.
it's a shame. I would not take it as a bite against how the XFL was doing. I think it is seriously just a bad, worst possible timing.
I think someone declared bankruptcy on it so you could recoup some money from it.
Yeah. Oh, that's there. It's a hands up. We're done. But unfortunately, there's so many between the players, the management, everybody is they've whether the first wave that was that they let go almost everybody, and then like the next day announced bankruptcy. So it's just a couple employees to process the bankruptcy probably. So there's that. Unfortunate. Do we still call Tina the mother of dragons since the Seattle Dragons aren't happening?
Are there still dragons in Seattle? There absolutely are.
Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure out of all of this, we got the important business taken care of. Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah. Once you have a nickname on this show, it does not go away.
Mm-hmm. Even if it doesn't make sense 5 years later, it sticks around. It sticks around.
Sorg, you called me Mad Mike for reasons I will never know. I mean, granted, I've grown into it, but still.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't come to us with that?
No.
Oh no, I can't. I forgot about this.
No, you gave me this nickname. I think because you mixed me up with another poster on the MySpace page. Dated references.
Well, that's why we don't still call you MySpace Mike. Yes.
Yeah, that was how I started with the show. I would post questions to Sorg and the guys on MySpace.
Yes, MySpace was the primordial ooze that created this podcast.
That and Leader Fruits.
Home of dragons and vampires in Seattle, apparently.
Oh, well, all right, Tina, you can't be mother of both.
Yeah. No, I think she's picking dragons.
Which one do you want? Dragons or vampire? Do you want to be like oh fuck, I can't think of her name. Do you want to be Edward Cullen's mom? No, you don't. You want to be the mother of dragons.
Oh, okay. No sparkly. Speaking of important business, want to give a shout out to our friends at Slice on Broadway. Still supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with pepperoni pizza here. For pickup. Oh, yes, I need to remember that. Here, 4 locations in Pittsburgh supporting the show. Please support them. And I know a lot of you guys are. They seem plenty busy when I've been picking up my pepperoni pizza for podcasting every week. So thank you so much for them for keeping us fueled, because sometimes I forget to eat and all this. So thank you so much for those guys. We will be back. We will have a big question. And we're going to get back to Badger's story about backstage at WWE in a moment after this. Boop.
I wanted to comment like, hey, oh, you cool cats and kittens. I got Tiger King on in the background.
We'll say it when you like start like, all right, you cool cats and kittens. Here's my story.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Beginning, or it doesn't have the same.
You have
to
open it up.
Fucked it up. What a shocker!
We can come back from break with it.
Badger.
No.
No. I have a question. What episode of WWE were you on? Like, when was it? Well, yeah. The segment you were on, or was that a different company?
That was the OBGYN stuff.
Oh, yeah.
With
that's my claim to
with
fame.
Truth?
The fucking
With Truth?
What?
with,
No.
Yeah, with R-Truth and
Canellis.
Okay.
The hardcore title, or the 24/7 title.
I'll see if I can go back and tag you as additional talent.
that would be. I might cry.
Oh. Somebody's getting a screenshot in the future.
But you can't see me. Like that's. I was like, but I was so scared. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it in for the story.
Do you know how many times I've tagged myself when I know I've been at shows?
I'm tagged it. I'm in the database now.
Stop.
Sorg is there.
Yeah, Sorg is there.
I'm tagged Sorg
because I'm all over that last NXT show at Full Sail. Apparently.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. That's amazing.
I was at the. Was I at? No, not the last. Uh-oh, producer Missy's here. Uh-oh, now you guys are in trouble.
2 shows before.
What? Did I? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll turn it back on.
No, that's fine.
What's up?
Oh man, how many times is that? accidentally happened. Like, oh, sorry,
Okay.
honey, turn your microphone off.
Okay.
But, whoops.
Oh, hey, Ronnie Badger.
Yes.
Ronnie Badger. Missy wants to talk to the two of you after the show for some reason that I have no idea why.
Fuck, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we are in trouble. God damn
You're
it.
in trouble. You're in trouble.
They're saying we're in trouble.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking detention. God damn it.
Fucking detention. Welcome to Mayhem detention. What would Mayhem
How
detention?
did you guys get in trouble and I didn't?
Wait.
Yeah,
We're used to your level of trouble. What would Mayhem detention be though?
Well, I'm still the
Is that the
goddamn
Oh, I'm
big
getting
question?
poked again. Oh no! Not the
no.
face! Don't touch the face!
The stick.
Don't touch the face!
Just
Social
touch the
distancing! Social
Mark,
distancing!
touch
Not
it.
with the stick! Not with the stick!
You like that, don't you, bitch?
Oh my god.
Dip your head in bleach right now.
Dip my
It's
head
the
in
only
bleach.
way to be.
Dip it
It's
in
the only
bleach.
way to be sure.
Dip it in bleach. Dip it in bleach.
By the way-
Now it's Sorg's turn to have a picture with the Braziers logo at the bottom of it. Or Brazzers. You know what I meant.
Braziers.
You know what? Everybody
George
shut the fuck
advertising
up.
bras.
I've been smoking weed all day. Everybody leave me the fuck alone. It's amazing that I made it here. So
And
let's
besides,
just,
quarantine, no one's wearing braziers.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
no,
buddy.
literally when I didn't know what that was. I was like, what's wrong with the dog? And then I was like,
Is the
oh my god.
is the pupper in the studio right now?
No, the dog was in the studio last night.
I'm not
Oh.
playing
Sorry.
That thing.
Sorry.
I can't
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
take that thing.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
not even
yeah.
Bailey anymore.
I know.
I want if they don't put out Can I Speak to
There
Your
ain't no
Manager?
stopping us now.
If
What?
they don't put out a Can I Speak to Your Manager version of that. Hi, Soot. Hey, my
How?
cat's here to say
Oh wait, we got cat cam. We got puppet and cat cam right now.
Ronnie's looking for a prop.
Oh, now everybody's got something. Oh, good.
Yeah, we all have our own co-host. This is great.
There's actually 9 women outside that want to be my wife, my cat, my panther wives
What?
right now.
That bitch, Carol Bass.
Listen. The fact I didn't end up a Doc Antle tiger wife is a fucking phenomenon, man. Like, there has never in the history of ever been someone with all the red flags that it should have been like a magnet that just like teleported me somewhere and was like, yes, I want to dress up like a tiger and be one of your 9 wives. Man, I want a Tiger King Hell in the Cell match with fucking that's how Carol and Joe settle this. I want them in a Hell in the Cell with tigers in the cage, and whoever makes it out wins all the zoos. They just get all the zoos. That's the only way we're gonna settle this.
I think Badger just rolled into our big question for this week. To be quite honest, and I think I'm gonna roll with it. Bailey's here. just this is too good. So wait, so tell me more about this tiger cage match.
I think, hi buddy. I think that it should be, because it's amazing. Like, this is so close to wrestling that it's only a matter of time before Doc Antle is like the special guest on Raw.
Oh
with,
yeah.
Like a tiger wife lumberjack match. Like it's gonna happen.
It's
just
the only time we're gonna see
Undertaker-
Lindsay Dorado on
Undertaker
Raw.
was at Doc Antle's when he was doing all that, like, save the tigers. It was fucking Doc Antle. I was like, my fucking worlds are fucking merging, and I can't handle this. It was amazing. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I want a Hell in the Cell match with Joe Exotic and Carol fucking Baskins.
Mm-hmm.
But there's tigers in it's like a tiger cage Hell in the Cell cage match. And they fight, and whoever gets out of the cage, that's who wins this. No jail, it's like whoever gets out, that's who wins all the zoos.
You know,
That's what I want.
Now,
go
I
ahead.
have a question. If we did this, but we did this the shitty WWE style where they had like Trump versus Rosie O'Donnell,
Mm.
and they had wrestlers dress up as those two, who would you dress as Carol Baskins and who would you dress as Joe Exotic? Because Tyler Breeze has already put in a very valid bid to be Joe Exotic on Up Up Down Down.
I
Hmm.
would put.
He made his mustache and he was talking like it during an entire game of Uno.
How about Natalia? Natalia can be
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh,
Natalia would be the best, but is it real?
Natty fucking Baskins.
But I think we all deserve, for all of our sacrifices during COVID-19, we deserve a Santina Carol Baskins.
I 100% agree.
Okay.
Versus who would Joe? Hold on, it's gonna come to me and it's gonna be fucking amazing. Who's Joe Exotic?
I mean, I say you give a 1-day contract to Cody Deaner.
Oh. For Exotic himself, yeah. I mean, it's almost no, but wait. It's almost too on the nose for Diener.
Okay, all right. Then if you want to go completely off book with it,
Yeah.
or truth.
Yes.
Oh,
No. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be good. That'd be some good shit.
Calling himself Exotico Joe.
All this wins. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Oh man.
I'm in.
So what got me into Tiger King was when I saw all the videographers lay out who on the show is who from local professional wrestling, which I'm not going to get into on the show. You can leave that up to your own imagination. It's very localized, so no. And then I watched it and was like, oh no, that is that guy. So, but it is so, and especially those involved with indie wrestling, you see a lot of very similar things happening there.
Yeah.
And it's really scary. It's really scary.
So, who fed their ex-husband to a tiger?
Carol fucking Baskins.
Oh, I mean, in wrestling.
In wrestling?
Had to have happened.
Who would have owned a tiger in wrestling? I mean, I only
Vince
know.
fucking McMahon.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Maybe this whole
what's
time,
going on?
Vince had connections with Doc down there in Myrtle Beach. Man, I think I picked up a flyer for his thing when I was in Myrtle Beach last year.
I can't wait to go. I can't
It all
fucking
comes
wait.
full circle, man.
So
full fucking circle.
I was shocked because I didn't know you could do that in the United States.
You can't. It's illegal.
Oh, not now, but
No. Like, then it was illegal.
oh, okay. This was all like not really about. Okay.
Yeah, Sorg, they don't pay taxes.
Well, neither do a lot. There's a lot of wrestling, so because like I'm like, oh, India, this is something that just doesn't happen because I'm sure insurance and legalities, and I was like, these cats seem okay, and Chest Flexor almost got eaten by one, but yeah. So
Cats seem okay. That is the alternate title to Tiger King. These cats seem okay.
yeah.
Question mark?
Man, what a
Exclamation
time
point?
to be
Question
alive.
mark?
These cats seem okay.
Yeah. And you can really judge a person when the thing they got from it was like, what? I could have had a tiger this whole time for $2,000.
Dude, right? Fuck.
Anyone who says that as their takeaway,
Yeah.
is a sociopath.
I
Yes.
want my goddamn
That's why the
kangaroo, man.
stimulus- That's why the stimulus payment was under $2,000 because someone went, "These idiots are gonna buy a fucking tiger."
And guess
And they're
what?
like,
I was
"It can
going to be
be
that
any-
idiot.
It can be any amount. It can be $199.9. No 2,000 because these
Like, see,
idiots.
the thing that people aren't thinking of is once you have a tiger, you have to feed it, and it will eat you.
Oh, I have some enemies. I have no problem feeding them.
Okay, not saying that on the air.
Wow.
Okay, moving
Okay.
on.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah,
I plead the
I
fifth.
am fifth.
There can only be one.
Related, sort of. Tina is asking, curious if anyone has checked out some episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. I can't.
love it.
Oh, I'm
listen.
depressed enough as it is.
Yeah, I
Love it.
can't take the negativity right now, and I
Nope.
just I
Do
want
wanna
to.
get a 2-hour story about Chris Benoit? No, I fucking don't.
No,
Thank you.
no.
Thank you. I lived that. I don't need to do it again.
Curious? Yes.
That New Jack special was really good.
I want to watch the Brawl for all one.
Oh, that was
I'll
terrible.
say that that sounds interesting. It doesn't sound as depressing.
Brawl for All almost killed the business. Like
One could argue it's still dead.
No, yeah, the business is pretty much dead. I mean, look, I'm in the fucking business. That says a lot. You know?
Ronnie, stop that.
Yes, ma'am.
Ronnie.
That's my gimmick, damn it.
I was gonna say I just got The Office for stealing her gimmick. But anyway, I don't know, dude. Fucking wrestling, you know? Am I right or am I right?
I think that suffice for our big question.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Owen Hart one is airing
the season finale.
Yeah.
Like almost the anniversary of his death.
Yeah,
it took me a while. It took me a while to watch the Andre the Giant one because I just knew like how sad it was going to be because I'd already like knew from like other like books and stuff like how hard he had it like behind the scenes and like even like filming the Princess Bride.
Wait, was this
the documentary, the HBO one?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I didn't remember Andre Dark Side of the Ring.
I was like, I have to be the least amount of sad.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna make me sad.
Mm-hmm,
I cried like a baby. I was like,
yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Tina's reminding us that friend of the Wrestling Mayhem show, Jimmy Snuka's Dark Side of the Ring is tonight.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice.
I feel
my God.
Not a great week to be Tamina. Last name not.
They're not gonna bring up the whole thing that happened, are they?
They absolutely. That's the whole fucking point of the show.
The train wreck. You mean the train wreck when he was on this show?
No, the whole him killing his wife thing.
Yeah, that's the
point. I think that is the thing he did, right?
Ronnie, it's not called Great Stories from the Ring.
Happy good times from the 80s with Jimmy Snuka. No, brother.
It's not going to be like an hour of him going to conventions telling a younger Mad Mike, "Oh, you should be in the business, brother." It's not going to be that. No. That's not what this is.
Or that one great time where he befriended Mayhem Missy when she helped work his table.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Not producer
crazy.
Missy, Mayhem Missy from Mayhem Show lore. Yes.
Okay.
All right, now's the time that we've all been waiting for where Badger's going to tell her backstage story. Not that kind of backstage story.
We don't
Jesus.
think.
Oh my.
Yeah. I'll leave my OnlyFans link after the show. Hello.
Goddamn
All the cool kids are doing it, it seems.
Hello, yeah.
Not me. Y'all idiots, man. Y'all idiots love to do shit.
And we're not picking.
Fucking-
I want to be clear. We're not picking anybody because I saw a lot of them pop up last night. So
Yeah.
I just want to make that completely clear. This is a trend line.
I'm not dissing on that. I am all pro like sex work is real work.
Yeah.
I am all like for that. I'm saying somebody was like, these idiots need money fast.
Yeah.
And I can rip them off, man. I got some like behind the scenes info because I was like, I gotta know what the cut is, and I gotta know how awful it is just to know I'm right. I just gotta know how right I am.
Badger.
I just want to know why everyone waited until you're a month inside and away from gyms to do all this.
Ooh. That's a special attraction there. Badger, that qualifies as research.
It's research.
Market research. Market research.
But so okay, so it's story time. So I got very lucky where I got to participate. I think that was last August. I remember it was in the summer, but I don't remember the
sounds about
date
right.
exactly.
Like July-ish, maybe.
Yeah,
July sounds actually more correct. But I got lucky where I got to I got asked to come backstage and do some like extra talent stuff. Nothing physical, but it was just they were gonna do a segment, and I was just very lucky that I got the hookup from Rev. Thank you, Rev. That was a awesome thing. But and the whole day was wild. It was such like an eye-opening experience. Like I cannot even get into. I'll seriously talk about this for like an hour if you let me. So I'm gonna try to like keep this like short, like to the point. But it was the most eye-opening experience. Like just what level production that they are running on. You you can't even fathom unless you've seen it, like happening live, like doing promos and the live and adjusting and people running back and forth. It was insane. I have never seen a fucking catering spread like they're fucking. I've never seen so many cakes for like athletes. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, the Junkyard Doug always said, "Grab them cakes."
I couldn't even eat. I was so nervous I couldn't even eat. Everybody else, I won't name names. All these other girls were like loading up like their second, third plate. I'm like, how the fuck are you eating when like? Do you see who's in the room? Like, because I was so nervous. I was so scared. I finally was like, I gotta do something with my hands, or I'm gonna like just start like picking, because I'm a bad person. Like I pick at my nails and shit. I stress ate 3 bananas in a row. I was so goddamn stressed out, and Titus O'Neil and Big E definitely watched me stress eat those 3 bananas in a row, and that was like, oh well, here we are. I already fucked up, and we're just in catering. However,
they know you. They now know you as that banana girl.
That's fine. I could not ask
And that
for a
is
better.
also your name on OnlyFans.
That banana girl. All right.
That banana girl. Anywho, so they kept like changing it. Like literally, originally, I wasn't even supposed to be at the arena. They were gonna do it off location. So this was for the OBGYN segment back when Maria Kanellis was the 24/7 champ. And first it was supposed to be off like in another location, and that didn't happen. So now they were like, now come here. And they needed like 2 people. And somehow I got picked. And it was it was actually because they needed like you dress as conservatively as possible. Like Dana Warrior was like, if you do this again, the more conservative you dress, the more likely you are to be picked. And I was like, I cannot believe that being fat and needing to cover up my shit has actually aided me into getting into something really cool in WWE. So they take us to like another section of the arena, and I'm essentially going to be a nurse. And they like gave me scrubs and everything to wear, and it was just wild. So it was supposed to be pre-taped, but they took so long. I can't believe y'all are not gonna believe. So they took so long doing they did the physical part first, where like they were scuffling on the ground later, and R-Truth and Carmella end up pinning Mike.
Yeah, because Kanellis beat Maria while she was on the table, and then Truth, dressed in drag, beat Mike Kanellis afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they took so long doing that what was supposed to be pre-taped, their part was pre-taped. My now part is live.
Wow.
And your butthole could go that high up, like in your body, but it did. And because they literally, they put a mic on me and like everything. And then they were like, you're going to have to project because we have to take the mic off because it's live. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, oh my God, I need water, but I can't be that person that's like, can I have some water for my one line? Like, I can't be that person. So I'm like, okay, just like think hydration. I'm just like, okay, I can do this. And it was insane. And the reason it was late, that's why I was laughing. The reason that our part was late for the pre-tape is Jeff Jarrett and 3 other men in suits kept arguing how realistic it is for R-Truth to throw a baby doll up in the air and how to catch it so that it's most believable.
I remember that part of it. Now.
Jeff Jarrett, like literally, I mean, Dana Warrior's like whoever the main guy, like they called an executive person to come look at it because they were like, I don't know, let's just get his approval first before we send it to production or whatever. And I was like, this is wrestling. And they literally could not. They were like, well, why would I catch it if he threw it right at me? And they're like, no, but you gotta be like turned a little bit for the schoolboy. And they and it went on. Oh no, hold on. Okay, woo. Am I back? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, that was
You're good.
my iPad's
Yeah.
like, you're low. But they like R-Truth was straight up doing that thing where it was like, Jeff, man, can you like come here because this ain't making sense to me, because Truth is like, it doesn't make sense for me to do it this way. And like they were starting, like the executives were starting to do that thing that guys do when they're getting frustrated, and they're like, I don't know, man, it don't make sense to me, but do whatever you want. And I was like, it's all the same. It's all the same. It's indie wrestling, just a bigger price tag.
This is
it's
like
all the same.
This is like when you leave high school and realize the rest of life is basically just high school.
Exactly. I was like, I don't know what universe I'm in, but this is fantastic. So again, then my part essentially had to be live, and it was just like, that was, I'm getting sweaty right now. Remember, that was so stressful. I was like sweating. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And it all went fine. You can literally see how fast I scoot out of, like, I said my line, and they're like, yeah, turn around. And I was like, oh, okay, done. Like, you just see this little person in pink waddling. That's me.
Yeah, we saw your arm or something, I think. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, you like see like my bun, like you see like my, because they told me to put like hair in a bun, and if you slow it down and look for the right things, you can see me. But man, I was so scared. I was like, I'm going to this point. I'm going to my next point. It was, that was stressful. But part of that we were talking about earlier is they set up that section in the back to look an OBGYN office, and Jeff Jarrett was like, I don't like how empty this wall is. And I kid you not, this roadie, I can't even say roadie now because I keep thinking of my alternate universe scenario. But this kid comes I don't even know, where did he get it from? Because it was like I looked what Jeff Jarrett was talking about, and I looked back, and this kid had it like up on his shoulder down, and they were like, yeah, perfect, all right, continue. And I was just like, I can't wrap my brain around everything that's happening here. But yeah, it was that was a really cool moment, and I got to keep my scrubs. I was all like, oh, thank you. But no, it was cool. R-Truth is the funniest motherfucker on the planet. That is him. That is like, he's so funny. But yeah, that was literally the scariest moment of my life when they were like, yeah, we're going live. And like they do like the countdown, and they're like, okay, we're going to like this commercial, and like, okay, we're, I can't even remember, and because I was literally just like, this is live. I have to do it
Is
live.
that why? Is that why? Because I wasn't there. Like shortly after that, we were doing a Rise taping, and you said something about me about how I was calling shots or something. I swear, like this, like around that time, we had a conversation. Was that like a response?
We probably did. I think we did. I can't remember, but it was just like, because I remember someone was like, I thought that was your voice, and I thought that was you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, we were in arena. I'm just like, I think that's Badger. I think she just spoke, and I'm like hearing it in the arena too. And I'm just like, I think that was, I knew you were potentially involved in that segment. So,
that was
for reasons.
God,
but
that was so stressful, but it was amazing. Like that whole day, I cannot, to other talent, if you have the opportunity to do it, even if you don't do anything, just to be there and to, I don't want to say necessarily network, because I was straight up like, this is where I'm so glad that I was trained correctly, and I was scared, essentially, like parented.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sit on your fucking hands, keep your mouth shut,
mm-hmm.
and just do exactly what you're told. And I'll tell you what, I've never been so scared in my entire life. I'm like, the highlight was watching Braun Strowman shovel so much cottage cheese, mostly into his beard. Telling Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe that he wanted his next gimmick T-shirt to say "cashing checks and clapping cheeks," and I had to like hold my shit together because I was like, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. It was like I was like, this is wrestling. This is my life. Yeah. Over a baby doll. So anytime that I'm like, man, maybe I'm like taking this too seriously, I'm like, Jeff Jarrett and 3 men making like 6 times what I make in a year argued over how to throw a baby doll in the air. Maybe you're okay.
For primetime television.
For primetime television. For television that somebody paid to have their commercial on.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's
Amazing.
that.
So it's all the same. It is all the same. It's a different price tag. That's it. It's
Yep.
all the same shit.
Yep. Is that Papa Joe's money? So, jeez. I think out of all this, we learned a lot. But one thing I think that is also a takeaway. If any promoters out there need to book a nurse wrestler, Badger's good to go, right?
Yeah, I got my scrub. You need a insane.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that.
No, thank you for letting me go on. I was like, oh fuck, that's a lot. Oh, one more thing that I just personally enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin were sitting like at a table, and this like catering room was like those almost like lunch tables you see in like high schools, and it was completely empty except for Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin at the end of this table. And in my head, the dialogue was, I don't know why nobody likes me. Oh man, I don't know either. And I was like, oh man, it's like the 2 kids that have no friends in high school and they just end up like becoming buddies because like they don't got anybody else, and everybody else is like sitting at tables, like even like all the extras, like we're sitting at tables laughing and fucking eating cupcakes and shit, and these 2 athletes are sitting are by themselves and just looking so sad and kind of like not depressed, but just like kind of like bummed. I don't know what they were talking about, but in my head I was like, that's that conversation. Like, I don't know, man. I do what they tell me, and they keep booing me, and like I don't know what I'm doing wrong either. And it's just, but here we are. But
yeah, it did seem like they weren't adjusting too well to that over the years, but I don't know.
That was crazy.
Guys, chat room. I love Johnny's in the chat room. The baby doll got over. So
that baby doll was so over.
What did you learn from wrestling this week? Or wrestling adjacent things this week?
Oh, boy.
I mean, Ronnie.
Ronnie,
we gotta get Ronnie's mic under control.
Ronnie's gonna take all my ASMR bucks.
That's right. Hashtag Ronnie fans.
Christ.
What'd you guys learn from wrestling this week?
Oh man, I learned a lot watching the Netflix movie The Main Event.
Oh yes, yes. Live tweet on your account, by the way.
And
I'm gonna watch tomorrow.
M-A-I-N, main event with an I.
Yes.
Not Duke Davis and Gannon Jones. No,
not that, and not the main event, the WWE pay-per-view from the late '80s. Also, not that. That's a thing.
Pay-per-view or Saturday night.
Closed circuit TV,
special,
whatever. Yeah, special, whatever.
Yeah.
Not that either. But I will say this: in these troubled times of all of us being quarantined, if you're a professional wrestling fan and watching your favorite performers, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, if it bothers you that they're being forced to work and you still want to have some good, wholesome fun with wrestling, just take a night, binge watch the entire run of the Big Show show.
It's not hard.
And follow it up with the main event.
That's
because it's fucking delightful. Is it
oh my
great?
God.
No. Is it great entertainment? No.
No, definitely not.
Is it highbrow? Absolutely fucking not, because I was making the same jokes the characters were.
There was a tweet you said where you said, "Wait, are his friends me? Because I make the same jokes."
Yes,
Amazing.
because halfway during that movie, I got very serious Miles Morales vibes, which, don't get me wrong, I was into it.
Mm-hmm.
But then they sit down at a lunch table in a high school, and he has just explained to his friends that he wears a luchador mask that gives him magical powers and allows him to talk like Leo Rush.
Wait, is that Leo Rush's voice that we hear?
It is not, but I got a lot of Leo Rush vibes.
Okay, all right, I get that. Badger, did we lose you again? Uh-oh. Oh, that might have been the iPad. That might have lost
there
it.
we go.
She back?
I just might-
All right.
I just might have to switch to my phone.
Okay, no
I forgot
problem.
How to do it.
But yeah, so he's telling his friends about this because NXT is apparently holding an open tryout in their city.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but as he's telling his friends this, his friend says, "Whoa, you're a superhero. You're like Spider-Man, but the Miles Morales version." I'm like, motherfucker, did I write this? Like, I'm legitimately considering that I can write a WWE Netflix movie now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm legitimately thinking that. And also, all right, so basically, I learned this movie, the main event, it took 3 things that I greatly enjoy and kind of combined them together. It took Lucha Underground, Nickelodeon, and Rookie of the Year, and basically put that shit in a blender, and you get the main event. And I will say the highlight of the whole fucking movie, Keith Lee's singing voice.
You mean Smooth Operator? I love that, by the way.
I mean Smooth Operator, and I would be 1,000% okay if this was retconned into his actual current character in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it was revealed, like if Dijakovic said, "Man, I knew you back when you were a Smooth Operator," and Keith Lee just starts singing in the middle of an NXT ring, I'm fine with that being the way we go with this.
That's happening at some point in his future as he grows.
I think it has to be. As soon as he comes to the main roster, he's not going to be Keith Lee anymore. He's going to be known as Smooth Operator, and he's going to put on concerts like The Rock.
Yep. He's the new Rock.
Yeah. So,
actually, yeah.
So
Oh no,
Double
caller.
Badger.
okay. Oh, there we go.
Double the Badger.
We almost had double Badgers for a second.
What is it all?
You can't have double badgers. Nobody can afford that.
Not in this economy.
Ronnie, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh God. It's more like, what did I learn on social media this week?
You learned a lot about a lot of people, apparently.
Oh
man.
did, man.
Hashtag wrestling Twitter after dark. What in the world?
Oh no! Don't do that if your family's around. Don't do that.
What?
Make sure you're alone if you search that.
Yes.
Let's just say I'm disappointed in a lot of motherfucking people.
Yeah. You
So,
found people.
anyway.
I think we're a month in. We found some people's limits. So yeah.
Oh, I've crossed my limit with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
And yet,
something.
some of us are still like that fucking math problem in Mean Girls where the limit does not exist.
What?
It's a very specific reference, and the people that get it, Sword.
I get it.
All right?
Listen, there's a Wrestling Mayhem Show audience, and there's a Mad Mike audience that.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Since we're making Mean Girls references, I'm gonna have my own table, and I'm gonna tell certain people they can't sit with us anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, you can't sit with us.
Excellent. See?
If there were tables backstage at most shows, I could see this happening. So.
Oh, I'll make sure there's a fucking table.
You're gonna bring
Wait,
a table.
wait.
Oh,
Wait.
but yes,
Wait.
yes, Missy.
Don't you already do that, Ronnie?
Oh.
Let's not break the fourth wall right now.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? We've been doing so well this show. Not the fourth wall.
Do we have to admit that I'm a bit of a bitch?
On hands, who didn't know that?
Mm, 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 mm. Oh, I should have thrown
Oh
the
man, does anyone know? This is a really dated reference. Does anybody know what the Young Ones is?
Hmm.
Wow. Okay, never mind.
I think I
No,
do.
I need to know what it is now.
No, it's gonna take too long, and it doesn't make it funny anymore.
Wow.
But there was an old show called The Young Ones. It was like a British show, and it was really funny. And I'm gonna just let y'all continue now.
No, that's fine.
I've just Googled it, and whoa.
Yeah.
I
Real quick, there's a segment where the kid that nobody likes in the group goes, "Hands up, who likes me?" And everybody like throws their hands as close to the ground as they can while they're sitting.
One of them looks like a cross between Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Vince Neil.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember the names right now because
I literally don't know who he is. I'm just looking at a picture, and one of them like one of them is like gangster Fonzie.
pretty much.
Another one is just like generic pasty British guy, and the other one is, I believe,
I think that's right.
the villain Kid Wicked from Teen Titans.
Wow.
Again, these are the only points of reference I can make. Just look up the Young Ones; you'll see exactly what I mean.
It's so good. You should actually, if when y'all are in quarantine, if you need to educate yourself, Young Ones was so good for its time. There's so much good. I'm gonna watch that now because I'm gonna be referencing it.
We should sign off every show giving everyone something to watch during quarantine.
Well, I think Main Event and Big Show is one thing.
Because you should not be leaving your fucking house.
No.
Yes, stay the fuck home, please.
The Big Hero 6 cartoon on Disney Plus is delightful. If you like the movie, by the way, a Badger. What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been watching much wrestling, but I've been doing a lot of like behind the scenes wrestling stuff that I can't talk about yet. So
okay.
So yeah. But I've been doing a lot of like character development. I've also been watching a lot of like non-wrestling stuff for like character development, and I'm definitely loving that little caveman kid from The Good Dinosaur. Even though The Good Dinosaur makes me fucking weep like a fucking baby.
That's on my to watch, actually.
Oh man, okay. It's not as devastating as Coco.
Oh yeah, Coco was rough.
Yeah, or Inside Out was pretty brutal. What was the other one?
The first 10 minutes of Up.
Jesus Christ! I swear to God, Disney. If Disney still did the puffy, Disney Pixar did like the puffy case thing. When you open it, there's a compartment for the Zoloft you're gonna need. Like they're just like, how can we fuck up these adults watching this with their kids?
Yeah.
I feel like that's when they sit at the Pixar table and they're like, all right, we haven't had the suicide rate go up just enough yet in our buyers. How do we do it? Oh, I know. Moana. Let's do Moana. And
by the way,
apparently Onward is supposed to be like really sad too.
Onward
is very good.
Yeah. Onward is rough.
Last 10 minutes.
Rough.
I'm not doing it.
Last 10 minutes fucked my shit up.
Yeah. I'm with Mike on that one. I think Mike and I hit a very specific nerve. So yeah.
Nope.
So
and at least I will say I'd watch Onward because you kind of know it's coming.
Yeah.
You kind of like they give you a time. It's not like Up where it's like, you know, you see the fucking lamp bounce up and down and then you're immediately in the gut and the heart. Like you have an hour and 25 minutes or so to prepare for infinite sadness. But even then, you end up happy.
Nope. Won't do it. The same reason with BoJack Horseman. My friends are like, hey,
BoJack.
It's gonna really ruin you and fuck you up. You should watch it. I'm like, no, psychos, I'm not gonna do that. I don't need any.
BoJack Horseman literally drove me to drink.
Ooh.
Yeah, the last 3 episodes of this season of BoJack fucked me up good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BoJack is one of those things. If you want to watch it, what you need to do is you need to have a series of a show that is your ultimate happy place, and you need to do it like shot chaser, shot.
I got to pull back on it. So BoJack, if you have some shit you need to work out, BoJack actually is good for that.
That's true.
Like
That's very
like if you
Gross.
like, if you're in, I am working on my shit and need to revisit this because that is actually good for me because I've talked to my therapist lately. BoJack Horseman is for you.
I will recommend. Don't finish a season at 5 a.m.
No.
That's not a good idea. I did that, and then I was up watching Tiny Toons Adventures for an hour and a half.
Palate cleanser, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
You know how many years it took me to recover from Fry's dog episode of Futurama? That took years. I'm not diving into that. Sorry, Sorg. Continue.
I'm right back there.
You just
The song at the end of that is like they were literally
Go to
like, what's the
Paisano's
status?
Pizza. Paisano's on Broadway.
What? What?
That's the name of the pizza place
Oh.
from Paisano's.
Badger, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us and regaling us with your wonderful stories in the big time from last year when wrestling used to be a thing.
Oh, I remember that. It will. You know what? It will be a thing again, and it's
Absolutely.
gonna be better. It's gonna be better. So just
Yes.
if you stay the fuck home, it will.
Yes. Also, thank you, Ronnie, hanging out.
Hey, thanks for having me again.
Yeah, Ronnie, thanks for staying awake with us.
Yay.
Yeah, I'll make sure I nap next week before we do this.
Yes, yeah. You need your pre-mayhem nap.
Yeah, if you've ever wondered what a dog wearing corduroys dragging his ball sack across the carpet sounds like, we got that covered for you in this episode of Wrestling Mayhem.
Yeah, that was me, guys.
Last night it was Lego ASMR. Now it's Ronnie's corduroy balls ASMR.
I have a really, really specific visual. I don't know if I'm a fan of it because we transitioned from Futurama to dog and corduroys, and my brain has mashed those two up.
Why are you dragging the podcast on your balls?
And I don't know if I'm a fan of it, but I also don't know if I'm not a fan of it.
Mad Mike, you're discovering yourself at Mad Mike 483 on Twitter.
Also, watch the main event on Netflix, and if you don't have Netflix, go to tubi.tv. It's fucking free. And watch Lucha Underground.
That's right.
Watch all of it.
Yes.
Consume it. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Remember when. Yes.
Remember when.
Oh no.
Remember when.
Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you guys. Let's see. We will be live again tomorrow on Jagoff Live. I will be behind the scenes. But it'll be coming here through Sorgatron Media Central. We are going to have on that show Aaron Kleiber and a musical guest that I don't have the proper list. Mike, I need you at 7:30 tomorrow just so you can introduce the musical guest.
Or you can just take that audio of my recording.
No, because we were all reacting underneath it. So
okay. Well, you can also wait until we're done here.
Saturday night? What if we do like Saturday Night Live, where Sorg just starts getting like indie wrestlers saying like,
"Oh,"
and now, once again.
And your host, Rob Gronkowski. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Gronkowski.
Play the worst music ever as he walks in the room. Be like, hey, point, does the spin, the point.
He's in fucking Zubas and all that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Sorg with an iPod.
Musical guest.
Thank you so much. We'll be doing that. Also, we should be doing another Indie Mayhem show, quarantine hangouts of probably Thursday at 7. We're going to get that booked up here very soon. Listen to Your Parents with Matt Carlins. Mainstream Matt is 9 p.m. on Thursday live streaming. You go to the Listen to Your Parents Facebook page for that, and you subscribe to the Sorgatron Media master feed, sorgatronmedia.com, to check out back episodes. It's really good. If you're a parent, Tina was on it a couple weeks ago, actually. So go check that out. And friends of the show like Doug Durda of Should I Drink That Indians Love Barbecue. And we should be returning with more gaming this Friday. We'll double check, and I think I just want to play Rocket League again. Let's be honest about this. And Saturday, we are scheduled to do a live stream for the Renegade Wrestling Alliance as well. Stay tuned for details on that, too. Everybody, have a good week. We'll see you next week for the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Mayhem out.
Just wait. Just wait.
As Ronnie plays us out.
See you,
So-
bitches.
All right. Thank you, stream. Oh, good God.
So we're about to get yelled at by Missy, apparently.
Yes, apparently. Okay, everybody's going to be.
Yeah, let me know.
Everybody's going to